Hey guys! Alright, today we are going to identify incorrect classifications for two-dimensional figures in a hierarchy of sets and subsets. That sounds like a lot of big words, I know, but don't worry, we're going to go through what that means. So before today, you should be able to leave being able to classify two-dimensional figures in hierarchy of sets and subsets by eliminating incorrect answers, which just means getting rid of the wrong answers before you choose the correct answer. So first things first we're going to do is go ahead and look at today is Thursday, March 11th. You're going to use these two. Your CFU is going to be here, and you're also going to use your anchor chart. And that anchor chart you've seen throughout the week, so it's nothing new. So let me go ahead and show you what we're going to be doing. Looking at these task cards, what it's asking us is to use our anchor chart, which has a list of all of our attributes of our shapes. Quadrilaterals, which are the four-sided figures, and then the triangles and how they're classified. They're classified by their sides, so the length of their sides, and then also by their angles, which we talked about on Tuesday with acute, obtuse, right. And then we've got the equilateral triangle, the isosceles triangle, and the scalene triangle. Alright, so using this anchor chart, you guys are going to be able to do this and click back and forth between the two. Looking at this very first one, with this you will have answer choices in your CFU, and they will look like this. There'll be one of these many answer choices here. So looking at this first one, number one, we see that the biggest circle here, the biggest piece on this graphic organizer is a polygon, which is a shape that has straight lines, and it's a closed shape. So within that, you get a quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is a polygon. That's why the circle is inside the bigger circle. And then inside the quadrilateral, which quadrilateral means four-sided figure, inside of that you have parallelograms, but then you also have something else, which is a question mark. So that's when we go over here and look over at these. Already we can eliminate anything that is not a four-sided figure. So we already know, let me get my pen. We already know that we could get rid of a heptagon. We know because that's 7 sides. Equilateral is referring to a triangle. Isosceles is a triangle. Scalene is a triangle. Parallel sides we can get rid of because that's what this is, already a section for that. So we know we're not looking for anything with parallel sides. A square has 4 sides. Hexagon we can get rid of. Pentagon we can get rid of. And what we're doing is just basically making sure that we get rid of all of the ones that do not fit. So octagon is 8-sided. Right is a right angle, right triangle. We're not talking about right triangles or obtuse triangles or acute or perpendicular sides. So now we're left with anything that is a quadrilateral, because that's inside the circle. That's what we're looking for, okay? So if we look now, we can get rid of anything that's a parallelogram, because that would go into this circle right here. So anything that is a parallelogram, we have a square as a parallelogram because all sides or opposite sides are parallel. A rhombus is a parallelogram, as we discussed earlier, and a rectangle is a parallelogram. So now we can see that we are left with trapezoid. See how we eliminated all of the wrong answers to get the correct answer. Go ahead and do that. Now I can fill in my... Sorry, guys. Oops. Takes a while to erase. Okay, so now I know that on here I could put trapezoid in that box because I eliminated all the incorrect answers. Okay, this time I'm going to show you another one. We're going to talk about it for a minute. And then you guys, it's going to pause and the question is going to come up for you to answer on this Edpuzzle video. Let's go down to... Alright, number 4. So number 4 here we have... Oh, no, number 4, I'm sorry guys. Here, number 5. This graphic organizer classifies triangles by length. So again, we're looking at the triangles here. So if I go back to my... Let me go back to my attributes thing. And we're looking at triangles. And it said that it classifies them by side lengths. Okay, so what I'm looking at is side lengths here. This is the bottom is the angles. This is what I'm looking at is the side lengths. So I have equilateral, where all the sides are equal. I have isosceles, where two sides are equal, of the same length. And then scalene, where none of the sides are equal, and none of them are the same length, because all sides are different lengths. So now I can come back to this and look at it. Let me look at this now. What I see is that within this big rectangle here, all of these are triangles, because that's what this one's labeled for this graphic organizer. Inside of the triangles, you have different types of triangles. You have the scalene, and you have the isosceles. Now this question mark shows that there's another type of triangle that would also be an isosceles triangle, because it's inside of that square. So we have to figure out what triangle is also isosceles. So if I go back here and look, I can see that isosceles means two sides are the same length. Well, I know scalene can't go inside there because the scalene one is right here by itself, because those got no sides the same length. But if I look back, I can see that the equilateral, where all sides are the same length, that also means that it is an isosceles, because if all sides are the same length, then at least two of the sides are the same length. So now we know we could put the equilateral inside of that one. Alright, one more we're going to do before we keep going. Looking at this one, number 8. So number 8 shows that we have trapezoids in this column, we have rhombus in this column, and then we have something else here. Well, we can put quadrilateral, but that's for all of them are quadrilaterals. So let's think about something else that we see all of these have in common. We see that they all have 90-degree angles. Let's go back to our shapes. So could they be parallelograms? They could be parallelograms because they have two pairs of parallel sides and opposite sides of the same length, which is what I see here, but that also counts for these ones here. Or not that, that's trapezoid, but these ones here, that could count for it. So that's not specific enough. So let's look at a rectangle. Two pairs of parallel sides, two sides are equal length, and it has 4 right angles. We have two pairs of parallel sides on each of them. We have 4 right angles, and opposite sides are parallel. That way, with this one, we know it cannot fit for anything else because these don't have 4 right angles. So here we can safely say that this is a rectangles for the answer. Alright guys, I hope this helped. Be sure to do your choice board, and then you will go back to this one when you're doing the quiz, the CFU for today. Make sure that you are eliminating the incorrect answers before you choose your correct answer. Thanks so much, guys.